Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hi, guys.
Well, Simply Jan is here. She
Mhm.
says it's 46 degrees and raining
Yep.
over
Well,
where she is. She's a
It's
little bit.
raining here too.
She's a little bit north and quite a bit west of us,
Mhm.
and yeah, she's probably in the same storm we are. It has been raining since about, I don't know, 11:30 last night.
Yeah, last night.
It's an off and on rain last night,
Yeah, last
but oh wait,
It's an off and on rain last night.
hold on, guys, I got to turn my volume down. Yeah, it was an off and on rain last night, but by the time we got up this morning, it's been pretty constant. At least drizzle. There's so much moisture in the air right now that there's a fog outside on the homestead. So kind of crazy.
Hey, hi, Pam B. How are you?
Hey, Pam B.
Hey, Tommy Branscombe. How
Hey,
are you
Tommy.
doing?
How's it going?
And we have Garner Farms.
Garner Farms, welcome. Garner Farms. Let me scroll down here, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Yep, Garner Farm. Awesome. Thank you. Come on in, pull up a chair, throw a blanket on, get all comfy. It's going to be a good one tonight. Tommy Branson, I think he meant heat. He's probably got the heat on.
Oh, yeah. We got the heat on.
Oh, yeah. We've had the heat on all day today.
It's pretty chilly.
It is. It's raw is the worst part. It's really kind of raw out. Like I said, there's a fog outside on the homestead. It's so moist and wet. But look at
we have Cindy LeBeau. Hi, Cindy.
Hey,
how are you?
Cindy, how are you?
She says, greetings from Utah. Can't stay long, but wanted to say hi.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you.
Yeah. And tell everybody else we said hi there.
That's right.
Cass and Isaac.
Yeah. And hi, Karen Spitzer. And Michigan Life is in the house. Hello, Clarissa and Jason. How are you guys? Well, Bailey's bumping my phone with his nose. He's changing everything. Oh,
we have KB's Trailblazers. Welcome.
Hey, KB's Trailblazers, new to the channel.
Coming in and joining us tonight.
Joe Cool is here. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
And we have
Jamie. Jamie, the eldest daughter. Hi, Jamie.
And Zach and
Ryan. How are you guys? Well, how's everybody's week going so far?
I've just been super busy.
Oh,
I'm so exhausted.
I'm exhausted, guys, but it's a happy exhausted. Let me know in the comments. Any of you guys catch the latest short that we put out? If so, let us know in the comments and tell me where we're at in our homestead because, wow, exciting.
I know.
Exciting. Don't want to drop too many beans, but if you guys drop it in the comments, that will be okay as well. White Rock Homestead is here. Hey, Tara and Jason and Jake
and Jenna
and what's the puppy's name?
Maya.
Don't want to forget Maya. Guys, you wouldn't even believe it. Bailey, I wish I could turn the camera. He's got his head flopped over my lap. He is all over me tonight.
Hi, Wade Rue. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey,
he says
Wade.
Hello, Tiltedkfamily, and hello to the chat.
Okay. And he is in the great state of Montana. Big sky country. Come and get lost with us. I'd love to come to Montana and get lost. How's the weather up there in Montana, Wade? How's things going over there? Great start to something in the short, Pam B says. Yes, it is. It's a great start.
It is. Michigan Life says that the beams are looking good.
The beams are looking good. So the beams are there, and the beans have been spilled.
Well, they were when you put out the short.
They were.
So.
They were, but not everybody knows. But
all right,
now,
hi, making it home.
Hey, making it home. Welcome to the chat. Sit down, get comfortable. Pull up a chair and have a good time. So first beam, guys. First beam has been set for our house built.
Yeah.
I would have set more beams, but I got to be honest with you because it's not in the upcoming video. So now's a good time to explain it to y'all. I went over to my log pile and I started pulling out logs that I thought were going to be big enough because my beams are 2 3/4 inches thick, 8 by 8 footers by 16s. Okay, and there's 2 of those and they get laminated together.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a pretty good sized piece of wood, and I don't want anything that's punky. I don't want anything that has any dry rot or anything going on. Uh-oh, Bailey's in trouble. Come around this way, Bailey. Come on over here, Bailey. He's going to try and knock the computer over.
I got it.
Missy's going to help him. Oh, come on, Bailey. Don't get caught in the cord. Come here, Bailey. Come on. Sorry, guys.
All right,
Domestic
finish
duties.
what you were doing.
So anyway, I need good wood for these beams. Our entire house is going to be sitting on these beams. Oh my God, dog. Oh, can you see what if you guys could only see what he's doing. What are you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Go lay down somewhere. Go ahead. Go lay down. So I need really good wood. So I got into my log pile. I started getting some good beams. I got all but 2 of my 16-foot beams, and I got all but 5 of the adjacent 10-foot beams. And then all the wood in my log pile started getting real small. I mean, It was lucky if it was 10 inches in diameter. And by the time I cut it down to a cant, I'm not going to get 8 inches out of it. So I had to pull a bunch of those to the side. Got into some good wood. I mean, 11, 12, 13-inch diameter logs.
Mm-hmm.
Got them all cut to size. Got them up on the sawmill. Started squaring them off into a cant. Got one of them squared all the way into a cant. Log looked beautiful. Made a couple of 1-by cuts off of it to get it down to my 8-inch mark. And it got punky right in the center. Yeah. I couldn't even get a 10-footer out of it.
All right. So welcome in, Cornish Family Homestead.
Hey, Cornish Family Homestead.
They're just getting in, running a little bit late tonight.
That's right.
You're
Building
all good.
with
You're
Keith
here now.
Here. Hey.
He says, beam me up, Eric.
Beam me up. That's right. And I don't know if I said it already, but Simply Jan was the first person in the chat. I'm sorry, Jan, if I missed you. I apologize. Did I? Okay, good. Jan was the first person here, Jan and Kevin. Go check them out. They just had to do some major repairs to their stove.
I know.
Is the stove working?
Like
let us know in the comments.
They said it was working.
Oh, they said it was working?
Yeah,
oh, good,
said
good,
yes.
good. So, yeah, so by the time I got through all those bad logs, the day had burned up. There's not a lot of daylight left in the days these days. So I had to get cleaned up and get the sawmill put away. So I have to get back over there, and I need 2 more 16-footers.
Yes, Pam B. More milling this week.
More milling this week. And, oh, my God, there's the other Dominion heard from. Rocco was outside under the camper. He's ready to come in. Hold on, guys. I got to hold on to the computer because he will knock the whole kit and caboodle over.
Come on, bub.
Come on. Get in here, old man. Good boy. All right. Go find the tail's wagging. He's going to beat us up with his tail. Hi, Bob. Say hello to... Hey, everybody. Say hello to Rocco. So, milling this week. I've got 2 16-footers and 5 10-footers to cut.
Here, come this way.
But go the other way, Dougie. Come over here. Come over here. Good boy. Good boy. Sit down. Oh my God, it's like having
Jan
children.
says, hi, Rocco.
Yeah, look at hi, Rocco.
Wade says, hello to the fur baby.
Yeah. So I'm into the
All
good
right.
part of the wood pile again. So I shouldn't have much trouble pulling logs out that are going to work out as long as they are not punky in the center. So I'm pretty happy about that. But that is probably going to happen, guys. That's my Thanksgiving Day plans. I'm going to go mill on the sawmill.
Wednesday.
No.
Wednesday's not Thanksgiving. It's Thursday.
Oh, that's right. Today is.
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, I'm
Monday.
losing it today with the rain.
All right.
Today is Monday. Tomorrow.
Hi, Jamie at Three Little Goats Homestead.
Hey, Jamie
she
and
says,
Jesse.
hi from Walmart.
Oh, hi from Walmart. Oh, good. Yeah. Tomorrow we are having our Thanksgiving Day dinner. We're having our dinner early. We are going over to have dinner with our friends Rich and Ann because they are going to be out of the area on Thanksgiving, and they have been super kind to us. So we're going to go over to their house. We're going to bring the turkey, all the stuff for stuffing. I'm making my cornbread and cranberry stuffing, and we're bringing the roaster oven and all of that over. And what are you making for a pie? An apple pie?
I'm making an apple pie.
And a homemade apple pie, and we're going to bring it over to their house first thing in the morning tomorrow, and we're going to spend time with them, and we're going to fellowship and have a wonderful day hanging out with them before they have to go away.
Oh, happy birthday, Wade.
Hey,
tomorrow is his birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Wade. I hope you have an awesome birthday. So that's the plan. And then Wednesday, I guess Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be nice. So, yeah, I will be on the mill until I get all of these beams situated and set up. And then we're going to bring them over and we're going to get them set. And then it's back onto the mill, guys, because floor joists come right after that. I mean, now that we're starting to set stuff, it should go pretty quickly.
Oh, okay. So Cornish Family Homestead wants to know, okay, why is that not a video? Making that cornbread and cranberry stuffing sounds delicious.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cornish Family Homestead, that is a video. You need to go back to
we've done that already.
It might be in Cooking for Men, but if you go to our main channel and go to videos, I did that 2 years in a row at our cabin at the summer camp for kids.
When we were still living in Connecticut.
When we were still living up north, and it's there, and you can see it there. So go check that video out. I'll tell you, though, that was before we had a good camera. That was before I had good editing or better editing software. It was pretty much the beginning of our YouTube career. So please.
It was very early on.
Yeah, please. Grade it with a really massive curve on content and editing skills, but the recipe and all of that and our whole turkey shebang is in there. I have always cooked the Thanksgiving Day turkey for me and Missy at Thanksgiving time. It's one of the things I really enjoy doing, and it takes all that pressure off of Missy so she can relax, enjoy Thanksgiving. Most of the time we were going to my sister's for Thanksgiving Day meal, and my sister would cook meal, and she's a fantastic cook as well. I haven't
had to cook Thanksgiving dinner in a long time.
Yeah, but we always wanted our turkey at home and stuffing at home with cranberry and potatoes, so I always made all that and made sure that we had it, and I think that tradition will continue. We're just bringing that turkey over to have it at
celebrate with friends.
Yeah. So it'll be nice that the first year here on our homestead, we still get to celebrate Thanksgiving with other people. And I mean, it would be nice all if it was just us, but it's better. It's better if you're with somebody else. So building with Keith, she's here but not in the chat. Oh, he must be talking about Mickey. Well, that's good. Anybody else? Am I missing any questions?
I don't think so.
Everybody seems to be talking to themselves. Awesome. Well, you guys don't need me, huh? No,
It says
I'm only
Cornish
kidding.
Family Homestead. I'm not a turkey person personally. I'm more of a ham person.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go. Well,
Yes, I like ham too, but turkey's up there.
well, I'll tell you what. If you like ham, if you go into cooking for men, you will definitely find applesauce glazed ham in the smoker. And I believe when I did that, I also did sausage, and didn't we do ribs?
I'm not sure.
We might have done ribs,
was a
but
while
that
ago.
was homemade applesauce that we made ourselves, and put a nice ham in the smoker.
Ooh,
and
Tara and
cooked it up.
Jason said they're doing ribeye steaks.
Ooh, Tara and
Thanksgiving.
Jason are doing ribeyes. Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'm a little jealous. Ribeyes. Come on, Jason and Tara. How thick are the ribeyes? They better be at least 1.5 inches thick. You're not one of those like little teeny ribeye people.
Yep.
I hope.
Cindy also says, I agree, Eric. I'm so thankful to be able to spend Thanksgiving with my baby girl.
That's right.
Son-in-law and his mom and dad too.
That's right.
Hey,
So she's out
so
in
wonderful.
Utah, right?
She is. I said
Utah, out in Utah. Cindy is out in Utah. I believe they live fairly close to Salt Lake. There's definitely mountains where they are. So, is there snow there, Cindy? I know we watch a channel that's in the mountains near near Salt Lake, and they're getting snow
they
now.
got snow. Not a lot, but they definitely got snow.
Michigan Life says that you go ahead and read it, honey. So
it says we're staying home, says I got a new job and don't have the time off, so we have to go and get a whole chicken and cook it turkey style.
That's fine too.
Hey, it's all
Why not?
good.
No, why not?
If we didn't have a turkey, we'd be cooking chicken too.
Cooking chicken too. So
we almost forgot to take the turkey out.
We almost forgot to take the turkey out, but the turkey is out. The turkey is thawing.
Frosted.
It's all good to go. We're ready to bring the turkey over. But seeing how chickens have been brought up, thank you. Special thanks, everybody, to Jason and Tara and our friends, Rich and Ann. They came over the day before yesterday, and we did our final chicken processing of the year here on Tilted K Homestead. And I'm just going to put it out there, guys. Those birds, I'm not happy with at all.
No, they didn't grow out as well as our first couple batches.
No,
and we didn't do anything different.
No, we didn't do anything different at all.
They were just really small.
They were really small. We did a weigh-in today, and our average weight was only 3.16 pounds.
Yeah, it was
for 31 birds.
Not good.
Not good at all. A lot of them were 3 pounds or under. And they were all alive. They were fine, but they did not look healthy and robust.
No.
They did not look healthy and robust.
And when we were doing the processing itself, we did find a lot of eggs. So we know that there was a lot of females.
And they should have been sexed male birds. And they got plenty of food, guys. They went the full 8 weeks. And those birds were on 20% chick starter, crumble for the first 4 weeks. And then for the second 4 weeks, they were on 20% grow out pellets. And they got a 5-gallon pail of pellets. It was 6 scoops or more. It was 25 pounds. They got 25 pounds of food a day. And they did horrible. Yes. And they were not what we paid for. If there were females in there, there shouldn't have been any females. I mean, I can understand 1 or 2 females slipping through, but those birds did not look really well at all.
The first and the second batch, we had a lot of 4.5, 5 pound chickens.
Oh yeah, everybody averaged 4 pounds.
This batch was we only had 2 birds that went to like 4, and it was like 4.9.
Yeah.
But the rest of them were smaller than that.
No, so
not a good batch this time. Yes, Carissa put her deal did processing day with White Rock.
Yes, we did. So I'm not going to reveal the name of the hatchery that we got him from, but I will say the first name of the hatchery sounds a lot like the last name of the hatchery, so you guys can figure it out from there. I don't think I will be buying birds from there again for the foreseeable future.
Tara gave us a good tip.
Tara has got a line from a different hatchery on some good birds. So I think we're going to go that route. Not only were these birds small and sickly looking, if you remember our middle batch, our second batch of the 3 that we got this year, 35 birds, they arrived 31, 32 were dead on arrival. Like didn't die when they got here.
95% death.
They were gone at the friggin' post office.
When they sent more, they all survived.
Those survived, and those were a good batch of birds. But our first batch of birds, which was in a colder starting season, I mean, they were chicks in April, and it was cold. They grew up to 4 pounds, 5 pounds.
Yep.
So I don't think it was a cold issue. I don't think it was anything like that. I think they were just bad birds right from the get-go. I'm surprised they survived as long as they did.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, Miss Tara and Jason brought over Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Let me tell you guys something. They got 3 Cornish crosses, and they brought over a rooster that they needed to get rid of when they came over. And I'm not exaggerating. Those 3 Cornish cross had to be 15 plus pound birds. They were.
I know. Did you guys end up weighing them when you got home?
Yes. If you weighed them when you got home, give us the weights of those birds.
Turkeys.
They look like small turkeys. I'm not exaggerating, guys. Those birds were this big.
Yeah, they were.
When we put them in the cones, I have traffic cones for cones. They would not fit.
Yeah,
and we had to physically hold them down in the cone once, you made the cut. When they were jumping around, they were so big and so strong. I'm kind of jealous. I'd say that they probably got a 3-pound breast.
Oh, I don't know.
Off of each bird. Off of each side of each bird.
They were big.
They were humongous.
So Cindy wanted to know if we bought all 3 batches from the same hatchery.
Yes,
we did.
We pre-ordered for this whole year before we even came down here.
Yeah, we made our order, and they kind of shipped them as
we told them the dates we wanted them shipped, and that's when they shipped. So, hey, Joy G's in the house. Just saw her pop in there. How are you?
Hi, Joy. How are you tonight?
So, huge birds they brought. Humongous birds I've never seen. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with birds, but I've never seen birds that big on YouTube. I've never seen anything like that in my lifetime. They were
She said
crazy.
They are huge. No, we didn't weigh them. I'll be processing them tomorrow and making more stock.
You'd be making stock by the gallons from them birds.
Know.
I mean, if I had to guess, if she's going to process them, and she's probably going to can them. As an example, guys, I would say she will get at least 2 to 3 quarts
Probably
of
more.
meat per bird.
Yeah,
Per
I don't think she does it in quarts, but maybe.
Well, I'm just saying quarts because that gives you a jar perspective.
Yeah.
Of how big they are.
So, hello, Charlene Grady. How are you tonight?
Hey,
welcome
Charlene
in,
Grady.
Una.
And My Wild Home just popped in. Hey, guys, how are
how's
you?
It going?
And Michigan Life. Yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. So, yeah, crazy chicken butchering day, but we got it done. It was super fast.
Actually, with 6 of us, it went like super fast.
It went real fast. We were done.
We had 32 birds, and we were done in 2 hours
with the evisceration and then we had a nice lunch, and then it took an hour to bag them up, if that.
Yeah.
But we put them all in the freezer today. They chilled on ice for 2 days, and they went in the freezer today, and that's how we know what the weights of them are. But yeah, not super happy with those birds.
So. Right. Tara says, right, all the breasts will be made into fajita packs, and then can everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And Wade Rue says, hey, like many hands make light. Yes. Many hands did make light work.
Absolutely.
We're blessed. Simply blessed, guys, to have Tara and Jason as friends. They've been invaluable. They really have. They've come to each of our chicken butcherings and helped us out. And Jason came over. You guys saw that video and helped with the sawmill and helped you get our farm stand waterproofed. They're here whenever we need them. And dog.
All right. There you go.
Glad you guys couldn't see that. Whew, doggy.
Right.
They're here whenever we need them, and vice versa. I love going over and helping Jason and Tara out. It's a pleasure to be around them every time we are. It's a great time. They are fantastic people with fantastic values. They're just what the doctor ordered for us, and we are blessed.
We love you guys too.
We do.
And Michigan Life says y'all are awesome people. Tilted K and White Rock Homestead.
And that's right. Aww. And so is
you
Jason.
You are pretty awesome yourself.
Yeah, Jason
Clarissa
and Clarissa are awesome people too. And I'm not singling anyone out as not being as good. So is Simply Jan. So is Keith and Mickey.
Comments.
We just don't get to see Michigan Life Above the 45 as often in person because, well, they're in Michigan and they're above the 45th parallel, and we're below the Mason-Dixon line. So it's pretty easy to figure out we're not really popping over to each other's house every day. But hopefully they will come down here again soon, or we may make a trip someday. We may make a trip up that way. It's not out of the cards. We just got to get the homestead up and running first, and then
there's so many trips that we've been planning.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna do a homesteader travel thing where I go visit a bunch of homestead. I know Jason Rhodes did the American Farm Tour. Justin. I get it, guys, but you know what? Anybody can go and visit other farms and homesteads and put it on YouTube. He doesn't have a copyright on that. And I think it would be nice to go visit some channels and hang out with them for the day and feature what they've got going on, because One thing I've learned, guys, let me tip this up a little bit. One thing I've learned about homesteading in the 9 months we've been here is no two homesteads are alike. None of them. Our homestead is not the same as all the other homesteads of the people that we know in the area.
That's what makes it so interesting.
And it's not like any other homestead that we're seeing. And their homesteads are not like ours. It's everybody is making this journey, this lifestyle change for themselves, and they all have a different take on it and what works best for them. I have chickens. Jason has chickens. Three Little Goats has chickens. Jan has chickens. We all take care of our chickens the best that we can, but we all manage our chickens in a different way.
Yeah.
Some free range, some have coops that are permanent, some have moving coops. We all do things different, and I think that it would be nice to really highlight everybody's different things, because when we were...
You always learn something from someone else's channel, too.
You do. And the thing of it is when we were getting ready to homestead, we come here, Rocco. I know, Bub. I know. When we were getting ready to do this, and especially once we came down here and bought the land, we knew we were 3 years before we were going to be living here. And we did a lot of research. And we watched a lot of different channels to get ideas. And none of them were deceiving, but none of their homesteads, even though we followed some of their models, ended up being what worked for us here on our homestead.
Oh, yeah. Everybody adapts to what they have going on.
Hi, boy.
So let's see. My Wild Home says, hey, we'd love to have you all of you guys on our island. That would be awesome. We would love to come visit you.
I would really love to come visit you.
Yeah.
As long as you have 2 boats. Got to have 2 boats, two or 2 of those prop pieces, because you guys need to go check out My Wild Home. Those guys bought an island in, I believe, British Columbia. I know you have told me where it was before, but I'm old and I have a bad memory. I believe it's British Columbia. And they are building a homestead of their own on this island. And their journey and their story is fantastic. They really put out very interesting content, well put together, well narrated. It's really, really good. I enjoy it quite a bit. And little spoiler alert, guys, they have a barge, small barge, but a barge. And they brought their truck out to the island. I don't know why they brought their truck out. I'm sure there was a perfectly good reason to have their truck on the island. But he went to do some work on his prop, and there's a piece between the prop and the motor shaft. I forget what it's called. A coupler of some kind. Well, he took the prop off and it fell in the drink.
They are in British Columbia.
It fell in the drink, guys. And let me tell you something. They are so brave. That water is freezing cold, I am sure. And not only did he get in the water to retrieve it and wasn't able to the first time, she got in the water to retrieve it. And it was over their heads. They had an 8-foot step ladder, and it was below the water, pushed down to where
it's Melanie and Ryan, by the way.
It is Melanie and Ryan. Sorry, guys. It's important that people know the channel. They'll find your names when they get there.
Yeah.
But you guys got to go check that out.
That would be so much fun.
You got to go check them out. Because I watched both episode 1 and 2 of them being stuck on that island, because even if they have another boat, they could have got off the island. But they're in the middle of the woods. Like, if you don't have a truck on the other side, on the mainland, you're still not going anywhere. Well, you guys all need to go check out My Wild Home because you are not going to see two braver, determined people than the both of them getting in that freezing cold water to retrieve that part. I don't know. I probably would have because I had to, but I don't know, man. I've fallen through the ice fishing and that water's cold.
It is cold.
It's really cold. So, hats off to you guys. Go check out My Wild Home. You will not be disappointed at all.
Wade Rue says Tilted K, White Rock, Michigan Life, Parallel. You guys, I'm having a hard time reading that.
I'll have a standing invitation to come to Montana.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I would certainly love to come to Montana. And you know what? I may take you up on that offer. Do you have good hunting where you're at? Don't you guys have elk there? Like an open elk season? Oh, wait, Montana. Don't you have sheep? Do you have wild sheep in Montana? That would be a nice hunt. I would just come to visit with Wade Rue, but, you know, a nice hunt would be nice too. It doesn't matter either way. I know for a fact that there are good trout fishing rivers in Montana, and I like to fly fish. I'm no expert, but I like it. So we could get some fishing in. Do you fish, Wade? Do you fly fish up there?
I think we missed some comments, but
we did. If we missed you guys, just pop it back in there again, and we'll get it.
Building with Key says he used to hunt antelope in Montana.
Antelope in Montana, really? Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah. He says, yes, we have deer and elk and sheep and moose and bear and mountain lion.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. Well, that sounds good.
Yes, I do fish.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I would love to go do some fishing. Okay, Rocco. Listen, buddy. I know. You need to just kind of, Mama and Daddy are working. Can you see me working here? I'm working. Dogs.
All right.
The only thing worse than dogs is chickens. Maybe goats. Jamie, chime in here. What's worse? Chickens?
She's at Walmart. She just popped in to say hi.
She's at Walmart. Well, Jan's got goats now. No, Jan's got sheep. What's worse, Jan? Chickens, dogs, or sheep? Susan Spencer is in the house, and Scott is here. Hey guys, welcome. Huge mule deer there too. Oh, really? I don't know. Building with Keith is talking me into it, Wade. I'm telling you. As soon as I get this homestead built and up and running.
White Rock says the same thing. They're so far behind on hunting.
Yeah.
Just been so busy. Yep.
Yeah, I am going to get out there and get some more hunting done. The nice thing is I'm on private land and I have till the end of February. So it's not like, I'm constrained by rifle season, which I can still go out and rifle season until the beginning of December. But you know what? Back in my woods back here where I have my feeder, it's a 30, 35 at max shot from my tree stand. I can take that shot with the crossbow anytime. So it doesn't matter to me. I can go there in December, and in January, and in February, and pick off a couple of deer. I don't need like a rifle season where I'm hunting a great big hay field and I need to reach out a couple 100 yards to get my deer. So, and I know that the deer are back there.
Yeah.
So I'll get back there again. I've got to get these beams up. That's all there is to it. I got to get the beams up so that the foundation of our house is nice and solid. So very excited. Any other questions, you guys? Come on, hit us with the hard stuff.
All right. Elizabeth Key says, Hammer and an apple get you a deer here.
Oh, yeah. Hammer and an apple will get you a deer here. For sure. I'm just going to check my phone, guys, so I can keep up on comments a little bit better.
Well,
and the first deer again before Jason.
Yeah. I was just going to read that, but okay. Joke. We know you're kidding, Keith.
Wade Rue says he hunts and fishes, and he knows how to run trap line. You know, trap line is very interesting to me. I have a bit of a fascination with the whole trap line thing, and it's something that I would try if I had the right environment. I don't want to do trapping just for the sake of trapping. And I don't know exactly where I would market the pelts. So, although I have a lot of interest in trapping, there's a lot more that I would need to do before I'd be willing to get into actual trapping. But I like the idea of it. I mean, trapping built America. I mean, even before we were a country, you know, the French were trapping up in Canada, and, you know, the English were trapping and Irish were trapping all across America and the mountains. And, you know, they were the first pioneers, and they went out, and that's what they did. This country was built on the trapping and fur trade.
So Pam B wants to know if we've eaten any of the pig meat that we processed. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's on
we had bacon this morning.
Our good rotation.
Yes, it is on a good rotation.
The bacon and sausage are awesome.
And we've only cleared, that freezer was full right to the very top, and we have only emptied out about, I don't know, 10 inches, a foot of it. It's packed solid. So, but we had we had a pork loin the other night. And we had ground mild sausage the other morning, on Saturday morning. And then just this morning, because we knew it was going to be a rainy day all day and we'd basically be trapped inside, before we went to bed last night, I said, ooh, let's go get some bacon. And let me tell you something, guys. It's thick.
Yeah, it's thick sliced bacon.
It's good bacon. Oh, my God, it's so good bacon. But I didn't have them cure and smoke all the bacon from both pigs. I still have 2 pig bellies that are just frozen, uncured, unsmoked. And sometime this winter, we're going to break those out.
Yeah,
and I'm going to try my hand at making my own bacon. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming out as well.
All right. So Wade, he also once says that my grandpa first broke horses to make a living when him and my grandma I can't even read.
Started their place. So he's 3rd generation rancher.
Why is that
by birthright? Really? Wow. That is super duper cool.
Seems like it's so far away.
Oh, you can move it here. Move it forward, honey. That's fine. Whatever makes you happy.
All right.
Life motto for all you married guys. Whatever makes her happy makes me not miserable.
Susan Spencer says, we've been watching your progress. Looks like it's coming along nicely.
It is coming along nicely. I'm telling you guys, I laid that beam out on our foundation pyres, and I stood there for 5 minutes staring at it, and I stared at it out the window while we ate dinner. I've been staring at it ever since. Okay,
and now it's wet.
Well, now it's wet, but that doesn't matter. I am not I'm a truck driver. I'm not a carpenter. I've never built a house. I've never built someone else's house. Never built my own house. I've worked on my house that we owned, but that was already built.
Remodeling
and I did carpentry work.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I did drywall and I did, framing and I did a bunch of different stuff. But I've never built a house from the ground up.
No.
And we literally are building our house from the ground up ourselves from the timber here on our homestead with our mill that I am milling up.
Mm-hmm.
And so just the little thing of setting that first beam, like we've been waiting 5+ years for that beam to be put on that foundation.
I know, but I think it's been worse since we've been here for 9 months and been staring at that foundation
That
every single
foundation
day.
is 20 feet outside my camper door. And that's the way I wanted it because it keeps me motivated every time I step out to say, that needs to get done.
All right,
and we put that foundation back in August of 2022. Mm-hmm. So the foundation's been there for a year.
That's what I mean. It's been there since we've gotten here. And
yeah.
been looking at it every day.
And so I am just tickled pink that the first beam is there. It's like graduating high school. It's just such a life achievement for me. I just can't even begin to tell you guys how happy I am that it's there.
So Building with Keith wants to know, did we process our own pigs? No, we did not.
No, we did not. Okay. When we got the pigs, we did not raise the pigs here on our homestead. 3 little goats hooked us up with a deal. They knew somebody who had 2 fully grown Kuni American guinea hog mixes that were 2.5 years old, ready for the butcher.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want them anymore. They were getting rid of them at a fantastic price. We jumped on that deal. That price could not have been beat. Even with bringing it to the processor, we still only paid like under $3 a pound for what? 200, almost 200 pounds of meat. I'd have to check the numbers, but pretty close to it.
There's a lot.
It was a lot of meat. But we didn't have a grinder. I don't have a cold room. I don't have any of the things that are necessary to process a pig out properly. So we sent it to the butcher. Now that the farm stand is built, as far as it's built, once I get walls on that back room will end up being a cool room / grow room. So in the winter, it'll have a mini split on it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the winter time, we can put a little bit of heat in there, put heat mats and lights, and get plants started in there and have them in an insulated environment.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the summertime, switch it over to cold, bring it down to make a cool room out of it. Not quite a walk-in freezer, but definitely down to 45, 50 degrees, at which point
just cool enough to keep
vegetables and stuff like that from going bad too early. And even with that, although it's not down below 40, I would be willing to hang a pig in there at that point and start processing ourselves. But without a cool room or a way to cool that pig down.
So White Rock says, such an awesome accomplishment. Eric and Missy, thank you guys.
Well, again, Jason and Tara couldn't have done it without them. If Jason didn't come over and help me set my sawmill, there's no way I could have made straight, perfect beams.
I know.
It's just my mill was almost every time I had to go out there, I had to make adjustments to get it straight and level. And it was driving me nuts. And it wasn't working. But it's up on beams now. And it is cutting beautiful. So everything should go much faster. So very helpful. Thank you, guys.
Eric, I'm also a trained union carpenter. So I know what speak of when laying the first beam. Yeah, it was hard.
It went well.
It went well.
It went fine.
The beams were heavy. I shouldn't say it was hard. The beams were heavy.
The beams were heavy. But to be honest with you guys, we laid those concrete pilings over a year ago, and I could have swore that some of them would have sunk or maybe even risen because there's no weight on them. They're below the frost line, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went out there with the laser. I put all of my beam shackles on and I got them anchored where they needed to be on the line that they need to be on. And I took the laser out there. And let me tell you guys, with the exception of what, 2?
Yeah.
And they're off by like not even a 16th of an inch. All of my foundation is perfectly level.
So Building with Keith says, I'll come help you get laid out if needed.
Oh, well, you know,
That
you're
would be
more than
nice.
welcome anytime. That would be fantastic.
All right.
Give us a holler if you want to come over, and you're more than welcome. Well, Jason and Tara will tell you, anybody that comes to Tilted K Homestead, they don't leave hungry. We ain't got much. We got food.
But I'll feed you.
And if you come, you will get a meal.
All right.
And a good meal, not just PP&J.
So sorry if we missed you, Amita Perez. She says, bye, gotta go. I'll be back listening next week.
Oh, thank you. So I will re-level those beams out once I get them all there. So the first beam is on there, and it's in the shackles, but it's not attached to the shackles yet because I want to get all 4 beams in there, and then I'll break the laser level out again, and wherever my highest spot is, I will lift the rest of them up to that spot and level them out, and then I'll lock them all in. Building with Keith and Wade Rue, seeing how you guys are both experienced builders, I've got a question for you. So I have those, you buy those little packets of shims. Usually you shim up countertops and stuff with them. Excuse me, guys. I have those. But I'm not liking those as shims for the beams that are going to carry all the weight of my house. I did see somebody take asphalt shingles and slip them between the beam and the Simpson strong tie. And just so you guys know, I have 6x6 Simpson strong tie anchor brackets with the raised. They're not flat. They have the raised 1-inch raised. So there is a area in the middle for the nut. I was thinking of putting asphalt shingles in as my shim because they shouldn't have a lot of downward give. And they should last a very, very, very long time, especially with no weather getting on them. What do you guys recommend for shimming my beams? Take your time.
All right. So Susan Spencer says, kudos to all of you and your homesteads. It's awesome watching it all come to life. You all work so hard and put your heart and soul into it, and it's beautiful.
Well, thank you,
Susan.
Thank you. And we are putting everything into it, guys. This is it. This is our dream.
Yeah.
This is our dream. And I am willing to make whatever sacrifices we have to make this dream come true. The dream is not becoming homesteaders. The dream is being homesteaders.
Yeah.
We are still in the becoming homesteaders phase. We are in the sacrifice and struggle and work your booty off. And hopefully we will be in the
yeah, maybe a couple of years.
Couple years down the road, maybe we'll look back on this time and just be like, we worked so hard.
Okay, Building with Keith says, just cut a 6x6 for a shim and put it between your beam and saddle.
I cut a 6x6. 6x6 what?
Shim.
Oh, shim. Shim out of what? Out of asphalt shingles or out of wood? Just cut a 6x6.
Well, yeah, you use it. I understood what he was saying. You cut the post and then you cut your shims off of that.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Yes, but I don't have an upward post. I don't have a post that I can take the shim. So I'm not understanding. Like it's concrete to the Simpson strong tie to the beam. I need something between the Simpson strong tie and the beam.
and I'm thinking that he's saying cut a 6x6 post so that you can cut shims off of that post for what you need
to put in. Yeah, I
Right?
could do that. I mean,
Did I understand that correctly?
well, yeah, I could do that. I guess. I mean, a 6x6 post. He says yes, a 6x6 post. So
Yeah.
basically a 6x6, and then cut shims off of that to slide in. Okay.
I have an issue with that, but I thought you said you're only less than 1/16 of an inch, so why would you need to shim is my question.
Okay. Yeah, it's only like we put the level on and it was so close, but it's the 16th of an inch according to the laser level, which is much more accurate than the bubble level. I don't necessarily need to.
Where it sits now, it's pretty level.
It's pretty level. It's pretty level. But the thing of it is I have 4 beams across, and they all have to be level to each other because there's the 4 beams, and then my roof rafters. I mean my floor joists and my rim joists will all sit on those beams. So the beams have to be level to each other all the way across. So there will be some shimming that may take place to get them to that point. They seem like all the posts the concretes are level to themselves within a 16th of an inch. So the beam should be within a 16th of an inch. But I want to say that I'm the kind of man that learns his lessons. And when I did the farm stand, I did not square things off the way I should. And now that I'm on the house build,
I think we're being a little bit more particular.
I'm being much more picky because the farm stand build, I mean, the floor deck is level and the roof rafters are level on the right pitch, but it wasn't square. That's the part I missed. And it was okay to make adjustments all the way up till I got to those tin roofing. And anybody who's tried to put tin roofing on a building that's not perfectly square, you know what I'm talking about. And while it's fine, I can trim off the rough edge and put my drip end in, and it'll be perfectly fine.
Much. You can't even tell by looking at it.
I can tell. It's me that built it. It's me that has to answer for the bad stuff. So as long as my beams are within a 16th of an inch all the way across, they could stay like that. And I could just lift the floor joists at certain spots to make that level out so I don't have any dips or anything going on.
Joe, cool. We can definitely get a hold of Keith.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. No, we definitely know how to get a hold of Keith. He's a master builder. I've seen what he's doing over there. And that's, I'm nowhere near that quality of work. Oh, my goodness. We have a minute and a half left.
I know.
All right, guys, quickly.
So that's why I was trying to
Joe Cool. Maybe build with Cool. Oh, yeah. With Keith. I'd love to have Keith over. Listen. I'm not above taking a more experienced guy and having him give me or her give me pointers. I don't know what I'm doing, so
but that's another thing to go back to is that's one of the things about having all these people that we know that have their own different homesteads. We learn so much in so many different ways of doing things. And then we kind of figure out and do what works for us.
That's right. Hey, so T. McD and my sister just getting into the house.
Where's your sister? Oh, there she is.
There's my sister and T. McD. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys as well. Hey, Nicole, love you.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we have gone and seen different homesteads and seen what worked for them, and then looked at our own homestead and said, well, I'm going to take a little piece of this one and a little piece of that one. We're going to combine them and make them work here on our homestead. So we only got a few seconds left, guys. Tomorrow's video, we're wrangling chickens. Stay tuned. Finally, we found a way to wrangle the chickens. So
and keep them where they belong.
And then on Friday, setting the first beam is coming out. All you carpenters and professionals, take a peek at that. I mean, I hope all you will take a peek at it. Take a peek at that. Let me know what you think. It's done now. It's not going to change, but certainly give me some pointers moving forward. I'd be happy to hear from it.
The Homestead Hangout Thursday night will be live with all 4 channels.
Oh, that's right. I'm glad Jason and Tara brought that out. The Homestead Hangout, which is a Thursday, it is, let me see if I get it right, Gillum Farm, White Rock Homestead, Muddin' for Nothing, or Mud and Mascara. Mud and Mascara. Dale and Lisa at 9 Acres Family Farm. And after them, there's one other channel. I'm sorry. Jason and Tara, quick, put it out there. That's after my bedtime, so I don't get to stay up to watch it, but I have checked out their channel, and it's amazing.
Yes, Jan. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We hope you guys all enjoy your day.
Yeah, they are all doing a collaboration, so they are all doing it all together at one time so that all of them can enjoy their Thanksgivings with their families, and that will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday. So once you get your turkey, you get your tryptophan nap, you get all your football scores, go check out the Homestead Hangout.
Not for nothing and no kettle kitchen.
Not for nothing and no kettle kitchen. Sorry that I missed you guys. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're a little bit over our time limit. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Hugs to you guys.
And thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.